So you guys see Miss Stacey's stuff down there? She just rode past there and was like, that's what my legs feel like after I haven't shaved them for 3 or 4 days. What's happening, guys? I don't know if you can see it, but Miss Stacey Eagle Eye just picked up a person swimming over there. Do you see the little splashes? That's a human. And there's some weird people in Colorado, dude.
Kind of an interesting place to swim.
That's a weird place.
And that water's got to be like 30 degrees.
Yeah, it's got to be freezing. It's 73 degrees up here.
Yeah, but that's snow runoff water.
That is 100% snow runoff water right now. And that water is probably in the 50s, I would guess.
I think it's colder than that.
Might even be colder than that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But what we wanted to do is another episode of the Adulting Sucks video series today. And I've been doing those alone and just kind of ranting, but since Miss Stacey is the one that handles a lot of our financial situation and also does the taxes, I wanted to have her along for this one. So we are going to talk about adulting, sucking, and taxation. So we both had the same experience. We're both in our early to mid 30s, and I mean Miss Stacey's 29.
Yes.
She's 29. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lie to you people.
Yeah.
But we both had the same experience where we've both been working since we've been teenagers, and we both, for a long time before we met each other, got amazing tax refunds. Like, tax refunds were a joyous time because you would get that extra money that would I don't know, at the time, send you out to the bar, send you on a trip down the shore, that kind of stuff, you know? You could actually get your car fixed, new tires, things of importance like this for a late teenager, early 20-something, things that are very expensive that you just can't afford when you're older.
Right, and yes, it is definitely a loan, a free interest loan to the government, but whenever you're, 18, you don't save money, so it's like the only way you can save money.
Right, so it's like a free paycheck.
When you get it back, you're like, oh my god, I got money, and even though it's your money anyway. Right,
but it's like getting a free paycheck or more than one free paycheck. So, we counted on it. Skills to pay the bills, Miss Stacey. Nicely done. That was awesome. You just Superman that water crossing. Oh yeah, and by the way, my freaking zipper on my Arc backcountry foul weather pants broke as we were leaving for this ride. And I think it's time that I get some real good gear. And it makes me sad because real good gear is expensive. Alright, but that's not the topic. The topic is taxes.
Squirrel.
So, what it's come down to now is we've grown up a little bit, and we've obviously both advanced in our careers quite a bit, so now we're making quite a bit more money than we were back then. And those tax refunds they're kind of like a belly button. They've inverted. We no longer get that money back. We owe that money. We owe that much money, if not more. Like a whole paycheck, if not more.
Oh yeah.
This year we owed, oh my god, what do we, just give them an estimate.
It was like $2 grand, yeah.
Yeah, $2 grand. We had to pay. This is crap.
Well, the problem is, like, the worst of that is, so you're supposed to be able to withhold and claim yourself as an exemption.
Right.
And that's what we do.
Right.
We each had ourselves claimed, so we were each claiming one.
Right.
Which technically should be fine.
Right.
No.
Right.
We don't have kids. We don't have a house. We don't have anything that we can write off.
Right.
So.
Right.
We are funding all of the mid-April purchases of
teenagers.
Trailers and
yeah, things for 20-somethings.
Walmart runs.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
All right, so we figured out that we made an error with claiming too much, because before this year we had been making a little bit less combined, and we also had been claiming the same, so it was fine. We owed, whatever, a couple $100, I think up to $1,000, which is no big deal for us now. Back in the day, that would have been like life-ending. But yeah, I got a really nice raise at work because I'm a hard worker and a kick-ass IT guy. Little IT pride there. What? How you doing, IT guys? Yeah. But anyway, I got a nice little raise. I'm finally being appreciated at my job, and it turned out that we needed to change our exemptions because we don't have kids. If we had kids, I think we would still be fine and possibly getting a little bit of money back.
Yeah, we would definitely get money back.
But yeah, so adulting is kind of, I was really hot on having kids when I met Miss Stacey. I was like, yeah, I want to get married and have kids and, white picket fence and all that American dream stuff. And now that I'm growing up, I'm like, I'm in my mid-30s, I'm finally making a little bit of money. I have a dual sport motorcycle, I live in Colorado. Let's just go be irresponsible and have a ton of money and do whatever the hell we want to do for the rest of our lives. Right. And now Miss Stacey is, who was previously anti-child. When we met, she was like, I don't really think I want to have kids. She's now like, we need to have kids. So yeah, that's also another topic I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with your wives and girlfriends and whatnot. But anyway, not the subject for today. So, to kind of put it into perspective, what we are trying to do now is find, we're both deducting zero, right?
Not yet.
Oh, you haven't changed yours yet?
Do you know how hard it is for me to change mine? Like, I can't just walk into somebody's office and do it. Like, I have to get it, and then I have to do it, and then I gotta mail it. And that's just, like, way too much effort.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had to download it, I had to fill it out, but I only had to give it to somebody. So you have one extra.
If I had to download it and fill it out and just give it to somebody, I'd be okay. But I have to send it off.
You have one extra step, and you mail stuff for your job all the time.
No, that's FedEx, and it's different.
Send it FedEx. They'll pay for it.
No, they will not.
I think you're busted, Miss Stacey.
No, they won't.
Do you guys think she's busted? She's totally busted.
I'm just lazy.
I changed mine like a month ago.
Yeah, I know. We should have changed it like 2 years ago.
So when tax time comes around next year, I'm taking like $75 off of what I owe if I owe anything. Mm-hmm. Just because you're lazy. That's such a laziness penalty.
I don't know. At this point, I think if we claim zero, we'll still owe money.
Right. Yeah, really. I don't think that there's any way for us not to owe money.
The only way is like to buy a house, so then you take that first time, whatever the home buyer's credit is. Because like right now, I have a deduction for student loans. It's the only deduction we get.
Right.
And it's student loan interest.
Right.
However, I pay like $1,000 in freaking interest every year on my student loans.
Right.
So
what did you have when you were in... Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, what?
What did you have when you were in college? Because we were filing separately. We weren't married yet. But Miss Stacey was getting back like...
Oh yeah, whenever
you had a tribe of kids.
You get like... no, they're education credits, and I think you can only claim them like once, and there's a couple different ones.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, you got me.
So...
Got my jeans
I don't remember what they were, but like... They were like $1,200 or like $2,000 or something like that.
I remember us taking a few trips and you being like, this one's on me.
Yeah.
This one's on mama.
Yeah, but I was stupid, I should have just taken that and put it right on my student loans, but
Right, which would have been the adulting thing to do.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do that. I still don't want to do that.
We weren't adulting, we were in our late 20s.
I'm still not adulting.
We are doing much better.
At adulting, yes, we go to bed at around midnight sometimes.
Sometimes. We might go to bed around 1 a.m. But I don't think to me, that's not necessarily adulting because I'm naturally a night person. I would be up until 2 or 3 in the morning and sleep until 11.
Adulting is going to bed in time so you get enough sleep so you can go to your job.
Oh man, alright, why do you have to adult when I'm trying to talk about adulting? God, this is ridiculous.
Have to do too much of it.
But on some serious topics, in the short duration that this series has been out, I think personally, I have made some major changes in my life that are pretty damn good. And as I've said before, just to kind of give an overview of somebody's coming into this in the middle of it, what Miss.Stacey and I are trying to do is kind of grow up a little bit and be a little bit more responsible, because we've been playing a lot, and we have the means to play a lot now that we didn't have before. But at the same time, we also need to get our ish together and realize that we're not going to be, 34 forever and 29.
29 forever. I don't know about this 34 crap.
Miss.Stacey's going to be 29 forever, but I'm not going to be 34 forever.
I'm not anywhere near 34, even in my second birthday.
Yeah, I know. I robbed the cradle with Miss.Stacey, so don't get the wrong impression. She's not 34.
I'm 29.
I robbed the cradle, and it was good.
Oh my god.
I just got a thumbs down from somebody.
It was me.
No, it was Hermit.
Yeah, probably.
Jerk. If a video gets more than one thumbs down, then I get concerned, because if it has only one, I know who it was. It was Hermit. All right, but let's wrap this one up because it's going a little bit long. Do you have any final words that you want to add to the tax situation?
Vote libertarian. Get rid of this bullshit.
Yes, I totally agree. I don't think that we will ever get rid of taxes, but I think that we can make a sweeping change that would not be nearly as hard on people and not put people through nearly as much hardships as they go through now, just to pay their freaking taxes and have a roof over their head and have food to eat. Yep. We are lucky, and we are aware that we are lucky, and we also worked hard, and we're also aware that we worked hard to get to where we are. Some people don't have those opportunities, and for them it can be really hard and a struggle to just make it day to day, knowing that at any point their house could be gone, their land could be gone, their cars, their paychecks. They'll take money straight out of your paycheck, or they'll freeze your bank account. It's ridiculous. But if you guys have any tips for us, some of the older guys that have been through this rodeo can give us some tips. We are always looking for great information on these adulting sucks kind of things, and I have seen some absolutely amazing stories from a lot of you, and thank you guys for sharing. I read every single comment. I try to answer every single comment, but I don't always get to every single one. Yeah, I mean, there's been some life-changing stories that I've read in the comments for some of these Adulting Sucks videos. But yeah, if you guys have some words of wisdom, let me know. Let Miss.Stacey know. And we will catch you guys in the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.